Good morning and welcome to Sunday the 5th of April. I woke up really early this morning at about 10 to 7, but that suited me well because it was before everyone else, so I got a bit of quiet time just crocheting, knitting and watching a few podcasts, which was really, really lovely. It's another beautifully sunny day. There you go. So I'm going to try and tidy up the patio later, but right now I am going to do some work, which I know is crazy talk for a Sunday morning, but I've got some stuff I need to finish off so that I can really enjoy our my break next week. So I'm going to open the laptop and get a good hour done, and hopefully then I will be good and sorted and can rest. And then I'm going to try and reply to some podcast emails as well. We've got a visitor at the back door.
Yeah, pose.
Yeah.
What are you doing, mate? Come here. Trampoline. What are we doing with it? 1, 2. You can't use any of them because you're picking up.
Phoebe and I have been decorating the window, and we're just going to go outside to check that we're happy with it. We've got more to add. This is just the beginning of the rainbow window. Come with us out the front. Whilst out the front in my slippers. Goodness me, it's hot out here. So we've got, Phoebe's got 3 rainbow pictures. And we've got our rainbow balls, and we've got our starfish up there as well. Phoebe's going to open my birthday advent yarn. Hold it up so we can see what day it is. So we know we're not breaking the rules. Number 5.
It's good that you kept it because then you have something
For my birthday.
during this time. Very pretty.
What do you think of number 5, day 5 yarn?
I like the purple and the blue and the green and the yellow together on the white. It looks nice.
I hope you can see me. I thought I'd just try talking to you from a slightly different angle. I think you're going to not be able to see my head. Maybe I should sit on the sofa and talk to you. Hopefully you can see me. I might just check. Right, I think if I stand here and shout, you can see and hear me okay. Oh, there's bits of grass on this from where I was knitting earlier. Right, this is my as if tee. and I am at my wit's end with this. I haven't got it on waste yarn at the moment, it's just on its needles, and it's on an 80 centimetre cable. This is how it looks. You can see it's quite bunched up. So this is I think my 4th time of casting this on, and I have done various swatches and attempts at starting, and I thought I'd finally cracked it. I did a really good in the round gauge swatch with 3mm needles, these 3mm needles, and I measured my gauge and it was coming out smaller. So I was getting, instead of 18 stitches per 4 inches, I was getting 24. So I knit a few more rounds, I measured again, and it was still the same. I knit a few more rounds, measured again, it was still the same. Took it off the needles, measured it again, making sure it was all completely flat, it was still the same. 24 stitches per 4 inches, 6 stitches per inch. So I thought, okay, that's fine. I will times I will work out the maths of what I need to knit, what size I need to knit based on my gauge. And it came out that if I was getting 6 stitches per inch, I needed to make one of the very larger sizes, which would mean casting on 250 odd stitches, which just sounded like a lot. So I thought, I'm going to go by eye a bit now. I'm going to do a couple of rounds of 188, which is the second size, the second smallest. So you've got the smallest, and the next one is 188. So I did that, knit a few rounds, took it off the needles, put it on waste yarn, put it on, and it was absolutely massive. It's supposed to have some positive ease, but this was like, I could have fit 3 of me in it. And I don't know why, because I was knitting the second to smallest size on a gauge that's smaller than the pattern anyway. So I am clearly not cut out for garment knitting. So I ripped back again and I just cast on the smallest size again. It's not a huge difference. And I'm going to do a few rounds, and then again I'm going to put it onto waste yarn, take it off the needles and just see how it feels size wise. Just around the bust area and around the hip area. In this particular pattern it's the same, so the circumference at the bust and circumference at the hips is the same. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've been really diligent with getting gauge and working it out and doing the maths, and when it comes to the reality of actually knitting it, it's just not working out. So we'll see how this attempt number 11 billion goes, and I shall keep you posted. It is looking smaller. Now I'm worried it looks too small. So I'm putting it down for a minute. I'm going to stop trying to worry about it. I'm going to go and try to reply to some emails. I've had quite a few emails coming in and I haven't had a chance to respond to those in at least a week or 2. So I'm going to go and sit down and try and respond to those. So if you've sent me an email and I haven't replied, I'm really, really sorry. It's just I've been getting a lot of messages via YouTube and email, and also on my Instagram and Ravelry as well. And what with work being so busy, it's just been really difficult to keep up with it. So I do apologise. But I'm going to go and try and make a start on that now, which should be quite fun. I might make a herbal tea. Let's see. Is that for the window?
Yeah.
I love it. A rainbow NHS picture.
With rainbow stars, because everything has to be rainbow, because rainbows will make you feel happy.
You going to go and put it up?
Yeah.
Welcome to this evening's address to the nation. The Queen is actually going to be on telly tonight doing an address to the nation. It's going to be across all channels in the UK, blanket across all of them at 8 o'clock, because as I understand it, people keep breaking the rules. They keep going out, they're just not staying at home. We don't see any evidence of that here where we are. I have to say, everyone is really in our immediate area, because obviously we're not really going very far afield apart from to the supermarket or to drop stuff at my mum's, but certainly everywhere we go we see people really observing the rules, which is really heartening. So yeah, anyway, the Queen's going to be on the telly tonight. And so just in case you were confused, I am not the Queen. I've got some things, some sort of vloggy admin to get through. So I've got to announce some giveaway winners. So on the 1st of April, the vlog that was filmed on the 1st of April, I announced a couple of giveaways. One was a pattern giveaway, so 2 winners to win 2 prizes of patterns from the ladies at Wool is the Answer. So thank you very much to Dominique and Marie who offered up those patterns. That was really, really kind of you to do that. And they offered those just to spread some happiness and joy and positivity in this time that we're all going through. So I have now drawn winners. I use the comment picker website. You can put the URL of your video in and then you can give a specific text and it will pick all the comments that have used that specific text and then randomly select one. So I've done that twice. So I've got 2 winners for the Wool is the Answer patterns, and both those winners will get a code, and that will allow you to choose 2 patterns from the Wool is the Answer website. So the 2 winners are Louise O'Connor and Clara L Creative. So Louise and Clara, congratulations, you have both won 2 copies of the patterns from Wool is the Answer. If you can get in touch with me either via Ravelry, where I'm Starry Eyes Ali, via Instagram, where I'm Starry Eyes Ali, or probably the easiest is my email, which is going to be on the screen now. It's littledropsofwonderful@gmail.com. And I must just say as well, the winner of the Rainy Day Mitts by Sweet Lavender Knits. There were 2 winners of those patterns. One of those winners has got in touch with me. The other winner left a comment recently saying that they've sent me an email. I have not received that email. I've checked my junk folder, I've checked my deleted items in case it got accidentally deleted. I've checked everywhere. I do not have an email from you. So could you just resend it and maybe just double check that the address is correct in the inbox. And if you're still having problems, drop me a note on Instagram or Ravelry, where I'm Starry Eyes Ali, and I'll pick it up there. So if you wouldn't mind just trying again, so I can get your details over to Sweet Lavender Knits, and she can then get you your pattern. God, lost all ability to use words just then. Okay, so the other giveaway we had on the 1st of April was for the November Sky Beanie, which is an absolutely gorgeous crochet hat by Hannah of the Cozy Cottage Crochet. She gave me a copy of this as a thank you for the vlogs and said I could have a copy to give away as well. So that is really, really lovely of her. And actually all of her patterns are so gorgeous, and she offers them on a pay what you can afford basis, which is amazing. So do go and check out her Ravelry store. So I had 1 copy of that to give away, and the winner for that has the best username ever. And I don't know if it's Zoe or Zoe. Z-O-I, that is your username, and you have won a copy of that crochet beanie. So if you can get in touch with me again on any of the places I've just spoken about, and they're all underneath this video as well, and I will let Hannah know and she will get a copy of that pattern to you. So thank you, Hannah, for donating that. I really, really appreciate it. I love Hannah's podcast. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Oh yes, Jane has left a couple, Jane emailed me and left a comment to say that at the moment blueprint.com, and that's blue without the E, which used to be Craftsy, is offering everything that they have on their site for free until the 16th of April. So if you want to learn anything about anything, drawing, knitting, crocheting, crafting of any kind, head on over there. It's completely free. So she actually suggested I might go and have a look at it for drawing tutorials, which is a brilliant idea. So I'm going to try and do that tomorrow. I'm going to make Dan did Lego for about 11 billion hours earlier, so, and that's the second time I've used the word 11 in this vlog. Must cut down. Anyway, he did Lego for ages whilst I was working and doing all kinds of things. So I am going to have craftsy, or rather blueprint time tomorrow. Yeah, so thank you, Jane, for that heads up. And what was the last thing? Oh, I wanted to say hello to the youngest viewer of this vlog series, Aidan, and his mum Amelia. Amelia emailed me with some gorgeous pictures, so we just wanted to say hello to Aidan, just in case he's watching. It might be nap time, I don't know. We might have sent him to sleep. Okay, that is it. That is all the admin. It is now the moment where I realise I'm no longer wearing my watch because it ran out of battery, it's about 20 past 5. It's been a lovely, lovely sunny day. I've had lots of time with the kids, and I've had to do a bit of work, but it has been a bit more relaxing than things have been of late. I was fortunate enough to wake up really early before everyone else, and everyone else got up quite late, so I had a really good couple of hours just crocheting and knitting, and it was lovely. And the little rainbow that I made is the pattern by Sandra, who is of the Cherry Heart podcast. And I couldn't get it to hang in the window, it kept flopping about because I used really floppy merino. So I cut a bit of cardboard and I pierced holes at 3 points, and I just tied it onto the back of the rainbow, so it doesn't look so good from the back because it's a bit of cardboard. I might have to colour it in with a rainbow, but at the front it looks brilliant. So hopefully those videos that I took came out all right for that. Right, I'm going to stop rambling, go and sort dinner out.